Alright guys, I hope you're all well. Thanks for watching this Diagnostic World video. Right now we are in a Honda Jazz Mark II. It's a 2016 model. You can see we have quite a few dashboard warning lights flashing here and popping up here as well. The one you can't see, which you will see pop up here in a moment, right behind here, right next to where this one is flashing here, there is a check engine light, and that is the reason why all of these lights have been illuminated in this Honda Jazz. Quite often, there's the check engine light there. Quite often, one check engine light will trigger a whole load of what looks like pain and trouble. But believe me, it's not as bad as it looks. All you need, something like this, which is the launch CRP123, which is available at Diagnostic World. It's www.diagnostic-world.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to show you how to diagnose the check engine light in your Honda Jazz. I'm just going to click into Diagnose. We're going to go into a really basic function. There is a different function that we can go to here where you can scan a specific vehicle for a specific system. But what we're going to do is we're just going to use the real basic function, which is the OBD2, and it's going to automatically search for a fault within the engine module. That is the prominent warning light for the check engine. So it's telling us DTCs in this ECU, which is 1. DTC equals diagnostic trouble codes. So we'll read codes, and we've got here now P0352. That's a generic fault code because we're in the generic section of the tool. It's a current fault code, and the code reads ignition coil B primary secondary circuit, and this reads exactly the same, but this is the pending version of this. So what we've done is, before making this video, we'd actually already replaced the ignition coil in cylinder number 2, or ignition B as it's produced here. And what we need to do is erase the codes. So we're going to click onto erase codes. Are you sure? It's asking us to please turn ignition on with engine off, which I know this car does require. So I'm going to click OK to that. Now it's telling me ignition related diagnostic information has been cleared. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'll just click OK to that. The lights are still there. I'm just going to take the key completely out and then pop it back in, so to reset everything. Start the engine. Let's see if we can get all of the lights to turn off. Right, it's actually come back on in this one. Let me just double check actually that I have actually connected up the ignition coil. I'd hate to think that I'd put the coil in and not actually connected the electrical connector up. Alright, that was very silly of me. That's exactly what had happened. I had put the new ignition coil in, but I hadn't actually put the electrical connection back in. So I'm going to do all this again really quickly. So I'm just going to erase the codes. Ignition off. Sorry, engine off with ignition on. OK to that. Now it has been cleared. So again, we'll come out with the key. In with the key, start the engine, and now let's hope that looks a lot better. No lights on, no lights on, everything is good. So it's all thanks to the launch CRP123. It is available at Diagnostic World, which is www.diagnostic-world.com. You can click the link directly below this video. Alternatively, just search for Diagnostic World in your Google search engine. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.